Got a question from Duncan in Atlanta. My house has appreciated in value over the past 10 years. Do I need more homeowners insurance? Bill?
Maybe. All right, look, here's the deal. And we've dealt with this probably a lot since '08. So it was worse in '08 than it is today. But so you in '08 or '09, you had a house that was worth 150, 200 grand 1 minute, and the next minute it was worth 100, 250 grand. But you couldn't understand why the insurance company was still saying,
You got to have that insurance.
right. Okay. So rule number one, there's something in property and casualty insurance called co-insurance. So if you don't have the value of your property insured up to at least 80%, then they're going to deem you to have co-insured. So what does that mean? That means if
You had a $10,000 fire, they're only going to pay $8,000 of it because you, quote, didn't have 20%.
correct.
Basically how that works. Here's the other problem, though. Think about this. Houses very rarely go up in value. It's the real estate that sits on it. The house burns to the ground. What's still there?
Land.
The land. So the bottom line, this is a license to steal by the insurance companies.
Why are we not in that business?
So if your house has gone up in value, i.e., it's gone from 100,000 to 150, my suggestion is you insure it for 80% of 150, which would be 120 grand.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there are generally some inflation guards, like Allstate and State Farm will add that, but you got to look at these things.
Yeah,
on a
don't count
periodic
on
basis.
Yeah, don't count on this thing coming up. We're seeing people find out that their insurance agent isn't doing the job. When your insurance agent calls you and says, "Listen, you need to increase the insurance on your home because the values have gone up," he's just not, quote, trying to make more money, because he will make more money, of course. But the bottom line is he's doing you a favor by pointing that out to you, and that if you have a claim, the lazy guy who never calls you and says, "My insurance hasn't gone up in 10 years," well, that's the time when your house burns down. They say, "Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't have enough insurance on it."
Right.
Yeah.
We're only going to cover 50% of the cost.
Right.
So there's your answer.